Okay, so here is my presentation of my Blockmesh level. This is a prison-themed level in which the goal is to find a key to a vehicle that is parked outside of the prison so that you can escape the prison. And if you notice on the UI, there is a little bit of an indicator as to what the objectives are, the non-required objectives, that is. In the top left, you can see that I currently have 0 batteries and I have read 0 files, but we'll get to those in just a second. And in the top left, there is an indicator saying that I can use the letter E to climb ladders. Now, neither of these things are required for the first path through the level, so we're going to go ahead and do that path first. This is path 1. As you exit your cell, if you turn left, you can go down these stairs here. And again, here's the ladder, but we're going to ignore that for just a second, and we're just going to pass through this little cafeteria area and this little tower right here. And we're just going to go to the right down this path. And down the path, you'll notice a discolored wall, which is actually a door. And when you walk up to the door will open on its own. If you look to your left, you'll find some bookcases, and you look to your right, this is actually where we want to go. There's a sort of office area here, and behind this desk there is a floating and rotating key, which is your required objective. You need to get the key in order to leave the prison. So if you exit and walk through the entrance area, you will find more desks and some more security cameras on the wall, but walk up to this door, it'll open automatically, and you can just run through this area. And in the distance, you will see the vehicle that you need to approach and enter in order to exit the level. As you approach the vehicle, the game will tell you to press Q to enter. And if you do, it'll prompt you and let you know that you made it through the level. Now, I just want to show you what will happen if you approach the car without having the key. You actually won't be able to enter it, and the game will tell you that you need the key to escape. And now, if I'm hitting Q, it doesn't work because I don't yet have the key, so I have not met the required objective to exit the game. Now we're going to restart the level, and we're just going to go through path 2. Now path 2 actually requires you to get a few of the non-required items in order to exit, so we're going to do some of those while we go through the second path. So here's path 2. If you walk down these stairs again and notice the ladder that we ignored before, we're actually going to climb up the ladder this time, and yes, the animation is bad. But when you get to the roof, you'll notice that there is a spinning battery-like item on the roof, and that is the first half of one of your non-required objectives, which is to collect the batteries. Now, I know where the second battery is, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. It's in this cell here. There's the second battery. And now you've completed non-required objective number 1. And what do you do with with these batteries? Well, we're going to find out. So the first thing that we're going to do is, if you go down this little path here to the left instead of the right this time, you notice there's like a laser sort of grid here, and I can't walk through it. I can't just walk through it. But if I approach this kiosk, now that I have the batteries, it's going to tell me that I have to press Q in order to place a battery. So if I walk up to it, press Q, it opens that path for me. So now I can go down these steps. And it's a little dark down here, but let's see if we can go down. Nope, we can't. It's going to tell me that it's too dark and I have to find a flashlight. So that is objective 2. Non-required objective 2 is finding the flashlight. Because again, I can go through this entire level without finding the flashlight. So now, since I know where the flashlight is, I'll just go here. It's up in this little tower. If I walk up to it, the game will tell me I found the flashlight, and the UI will update to let me know I can press L to turn on the flashlight. Now, before I go down there, I'm actually going to go grab the key. Since we know that we need to grab the key, a required objective, obviously. And I'm just going to go grab that. But so now we've completed 2 non-required objectives. We've collected batteries, all the batteries, and we've collected the flashlight. So now we can actually go down into that basement area, which I couldn't go to before because I needed a flashlight. So if I walk down here, it's going to tell me to turn on my flashlight, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I can actually enter this area. So there's another laser door and another kiosk. So using what I've learned before, I know that I have to place a battery here. So if I place the battery, walk up to it, place a battery, and it'll open. And actually, I have finished my third non-required objective by freeing this prisoner from the laser room area. Right now, he's just a static mesh in an A pose, but that is non-required objective number 3. And now we're going to end up going towards the second path. So if we walk down this area, you see a little bit of a platform. And I'm going to just step on that platform, turn off my my flashlight, and it's an elevator. The elevator takes me up to the exit. And now I can see the car, and I do have the key, so I'll enter the vehicle. And I made it out of the prison again. Now for this last path, we're also going to find our fourth non-required objective, which is, if you notice in the corner, there's a files red indicator on the UI. Now that non-required objective is just to read 4 files that are located somewhere in the prison. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to ignore the ladder, and we're going to ignore the flashlight. We don't need those in order to get through this path. But we're going to go take the normal path as we would to go find the key for the car, since we know that we need that. And that's our required objective obtained. Now remember the bookshelves here. So what do I have to do? I have to read files. So I'm going to go up to the bookshelves and see what's going on here. So if I walk up, the UI will tell me I can press Q to read files. And I read 2 files. That is half of the non-required objective. And the non-required objective also leads me to my third path. So since I know where these things are, I'm just going to go ahead and explore a little bit. But these towers actually contain the last 2 files that I need to read. So if I walk up this tower here, it's a little arduous. I got to walk up the stairs there. If I do that and go inside the tower, there's another bookshelf. Read that file. And now I'm a third of the way through my non-required objective, and I'm almost through my third path through the level. So I take the bridge all the way to the other tower and read the last file. And now I've completed my 4th non-required objective. So this level actually has 4 non-required objectives and 3 paths. So if I go down the stairs here, I end up right by the car, and that is my third path through the level, and I've made it for the 3rd time.